Hey everybody, it's April, so I'm wrapping up my March grocery haul and budget, and I want to show you what I spent and mostly what I spent it on. Toward the end of the month, I traveled for almost 2 weeks. So I bought a few groceries while I was traveling and mostly ate out. So my eating out budget and my grocery budget were off kilter from normal, but that's okay. And so I haven't added it up yet. I think my grocery budget for March is going to be a little less, but my eating out budget was a lot more. But that's okay. It's rare that I eat out. So here we go with my March grocery shopping. Hey, it is March, and here's my first grocery shopping trip of the month. I went to Safeway and I bought a dozen eggs. I'm trying to eat more protein. These were $1.79. I got one sour cream, it's a pound, and 2 containers of cottage cheese. So I got 3 of those for $5. I got 2 cans of tomatoes. One with diced green chilies, one plain. They were 97 cents a can. I got a few grapes, and they were 77 cents. And the final item is some spring mix lettuce and whatnot. And that was $5. So I spent a total of $15.33. It is Wednesday, the first Wednesday of March, and I went to Safeway to take advantage of the 10% off Senior Day. So I got a can of diced tomatoes. I'm going to give you the price with the 10% off. These were 88 cents. That's my bottom line price. I got coffee, great big old thing, 1 pound 9 ounces. That was $10.79. I got 2 bags of Lay's lightly salted potato chips, $3.58 for both bags. I got some Mission corn tortillas. These were $2.24. I got 3 Yoplait yogurts, protein, 34 cents each. I got a 2-pound bag of salmon, frozen salmon, $10.74. So that makes it like less than $5.50 a pound, which is pretty good. It's so expensive usually. Bananas, I got 2 for 32 cents, and I got 3 avocados for $2.67 total. And I spent $32.24. I saved $25.16, which was 44%. That's nuts. Again, they were overcharging. It is the second week of March, and I just got home from 2 grocery shopping visits. I went to Sprouts and I got some silken tofu, a pound, for $2.99. It's Wednesday, so I went to Sprouts to get the sushi, $5 sushi. Then I got these croissants for $2.09 for 3 of them. And I went to the bulk area and I wanted to try some chocolate covered honeycomb. So I got one, just one little one, and it was 38 cents. And then I got some toasted sesame stick things. They were 57 cents. I just got a little bit of those. So in total at Sprouts, I spent $11.03. Also went to CVS. They had some coupons in my account that I felt like I should just use, and it's hard for me to read the receipt and figure it out, so I'm just going to tell you what I got. I got some Mint Bliss Trident gum, some Ultra Strength gas relief, just in case I need it, and these 2 were marked down in the Valentine area. And I think this was $2.25 and this one was like 75 cents or something like that. So I thought, okay. And I ended up spending $6.54. And I think I would have spent like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, at least $10. But I had a $3 off coupon and then a 30% off coupon. So anyway, $6.54 at CVS. I just got home from Safeway. It's a new week of sales. So I got some plain yogurt. That was $3.29. Some almond milk, $2.99. Blackberries, 6 ounces. They were $1.50. A pound of strawberries, they were $2.25. A cucumber for 49 cents. A red bell pepper for $1.50. And an avocado for 99 cents. And I didn't want to pass these up. 5 pounds of russet potatoes for a mere 77 cents. And this is a lot, so I may give some to some neighbors or something, I don't know. But I spent a total of $12.78. I just got home from Safeway and I only got 2 things. One of them was free. That's why I went. But while I was there, I saw that they had butter on sale. And this was $2.99. And then I had received a coupon on Saturday for a free donut. So I got one. And that was 99 cents, but it was free. So I spent $2.99. Yay! I am traveling and I'm staying somewhere with a stove and refrigerator, so I bought a few groceries. So I'm going to add this to my March grocery haul. I got a loaf of Italian bread. I've sliced it up into smaller pieces to put into a bag. I don't think these bags keep it real fresh. That was $4.49. I got some little truffle eggs. Oh, and I went to Trader Joe's. So I got some little truffle eggs. These look delicious. I'm going to give them to someone. These were $2.99. Then I got some dark chocolate sticks with crispy rice. I've never had these. They sounded great. These were also $2.99. And I got some soft and juicy mandarin slices. These are like the orange slices that I got, but mandarin orange little segments instead of slices, and they are delicious. I cracked them open. These were $2.99. I got a chunk of Swiss cheese, and this was $3.57. That will be delicious with the bread. I got a large avocado. It was $1.29. I got 2 apples, a great big one here. This is a Cosmic Crisp. It was $1.19. And a smaller Gala apple, and it was 69 cents. And I got 2 bananas for 46 cents. And some organic baby red butter lettuce and baby arugula. And it was $2.49. So I spent a grand total of $23.15 at Trader Joe's. I'm home from my trip. I went to San Francisco and the Seattle area, and I visited family at each place. And I went, while in the Seattle area, to Winco. I don't have one near me. So this was a real treat, and I bought quite a bit of stuff, and I brought it home. So I wanted to just run down some of the things. I got mostly items from the bulk area, but I bought a few things in the, off the store shelves. So I'll talk about those first. I got some of this Bob's Red Mill flaxseed meal, 30 ground, and some egg replacer. I'd never even heard of this, but I left some with the person I was staying with of each of these. But I'm going to go ahead and just say how much I paid for all of this. The flaxseed was $3.11 and the egg replacer was $3.29. And I figured I can use the egg replacer to replace eggs in recipes. And it's just a mixture, you know, you just mix it up with some water, I think. So I thought that was a good deal. I know the Bob Mills stuff is so expensive, and that seemed pretty cheap compared to what I've seen. I also got a little package of wafer cookies, 38 cents. I was gonna eat those on the airplane and I didn't. Then, the rest of the stuff, I'll just show you here real quick. Okay, I'll just talk about a few of the things. Like I said, most of this is from the bulk area, and it was very reasonable compared to the store I go to, Sprouts, which is local here. It is just at least double the price, it seemed like. So I just got a lot of things that I knew I would eat. I got a gigantic bag, I double bagged it, of granola, and it's probably not my most favorite kind. It is, let's see, honey almond, and it's not real clustery, it's just kind of, you know, loose, but that's fine. And it was only $1.98 a pound. That is cheap. The granola where I go, I don't think there's any less than like $8 a pound. So I got a pound and a half, and that was $3.24. Sunflower kernels, sunflower seed kernels. I got this many, and it was a little over half a pound. This was $1.19, much cheaper. I also got some pumpkin seeds. I got some tortellini that are tricolored. This was $2.43. It probably wasn't real cheap, but it was cheaper than what I'd seen locally. I got some ginger. What is this called? Crystallized ginger. A little more than 1/3 of a pound for $1.82. And it's just really delicious, I think. And I don't know if it's any good for me since it's got sugar all over it, but it's delicious. I also got a little bitty amount of garam masala spices, and this was 25 cents. I like getting spices that I want to try out in the bulk so I don't have to buy a big jar or whatever. So I plan to make something, you know, some Indian food or whatever the spice is with that. I got an apple that I was going to eat on the plane. I didn't eat it. It was 43 cents. I got one of these adorable little bananas. I could wear it as a beret almost, but I will not. I also was going to eat this on the plane. I didn't. It was 18 cents. I thought it was just so cute. And I got some walnuts. Let's see. This was $2.38. They were only, it was $8.88 a pound. So I don't know. I still think it's cheaper than what I can get locally here. So that's just an assortment. And I also got, I don't know if you saw these, Chinese chuka soba. Right here, soba. And I love the soba noodles. And these are dried. Little curly ones. I'd never seen them like this, but this was $2 at a Hong Kong market, a, you know, Asian supermarket. So I also grabbed those. So that was $2, and then I spent $28.08 at Winco, so $30 basically. And I got all kinds of stuff. So that's my last shopping for March. It's already April right now, but I bought those in March. So that was my March grocery budget and haul. I bought some different things since I was on vacation, and I had room in my suitcase to bring things home because I took things with me for people. So I had the extra space, so I just filled it up with groceries. And I spent a little time this morning putting some of the nuts and seeds in jars and on the shelf of my fridge so they'd be easy to get to, because I'll use them rather than having to get the bag out of the crisper drawer and undo the twisty tie and all that tedious stuff. You know, it's just such work. So I can put that on my granola, or with my granola on yogurt, or just on regular cereal with milk, or whatever. Just make up a little trail mix maybe. I wish I had a Winco closer, but I do not. So I spent in March for groceries $134. I kind of rounded up because, you know, it evens out. So I spent less, but I spent a lot more eating out, which is fine. When I'm on vacation, I don't worry about it. It's a treat. I don't do it when I'm home. I just, you know, if I can cook and I have everything on hand, I would rather just cook at home and save a lot of money. But I enjoyed lots of delicious meals out with family, and am very happy I did that. But I'm not including it in my grocery haul because it wasn't groceries, it was eating out. So please share what you spend a month if you care to. It's just me, so I know I spend a lot less than a lot of people, and I'm always looking for a bargain. I use the Safeway and Kroger apps and, you know, clip the digital coupons and shop the sales. I like doing it, and it's, you know, it saves me tons of money. So that's what I do. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.